How are you guys today? Let's see who's here. Let's see. Waiting. So sorry. I was a minute late. I was like rushing upstairs and then I forgot my bag downstairs. You met one girl after me. I felt so powerless. I mean, there's no energy in my body after like 4 days. I sleep. I don't remember anything. Ooh, sounds like a really intense connection. Let's see here. 1 second. I'm gonna get logged into my laptop real quick so I can see your comments better than on my phone. Okay. And welcome, by the way, past 770. Okay. You're a Scorpio? Okay. And welcome, by the way, past 770. Okay. You're a Scorpio. Okay. I love Scorpios. Y'all are deep. Hold on. Hold on, let me go back up because you've said a few things before I got here. The conservation between maximum 15 days, then she stops messaging me, and then after the situation begins, and now my brain is stuck. Also now about my dreams are getting too dark. You know, sometimes I see black shadows around me, and in my dreams I see the red guy who's near me with a sword, but I was on the chair and he is on the ground, like has dark negative energy. Yeah, I get that. I mean, I used to have a dream about a guy in a top hat, and all I could see was his black outline. Like, it wasn't that he had a face, it was the shape of a guy with the top hat, and he was black, and he would choke me in my sleep. And I would wake up gasping for air. I don't know what that was about, but I know what you're saying. Okay, I'll pull cards for you at the end if you stick around, because I'm going to read for each, so you're a Scorpio, so you would be a fixed sign. So, maybe I'll start with fixed signs, and then I'll end with mutable. So we'll do fixed, cardinal, and then mutable. Let me just get my cards out, and we're going to wait for a few people to come in. When you come in, guys, say hello. Please hit the like button. It helps my channel. It helps you get your energy into my reading here. And you'll be my first one. I'm going to make a list of if anybody asks questions, like who I will pull questions for. But give me one moment, guys. Get a paper and pen for that. Get my candle lit. 1 second. Or at least my incense or something going. Because my candle is downstairs. So I'll use the incense instead. Let's see. I'm going to use the dice today because I'm going to, for each one, like, I'm going to say how many cards am I pulling for mutable signs, and then I'll roll it, and then it'll say 3. So, like, that's an example. But I always ask, and it takes a minute in the chat to, like, get an answer because of the lag, so I decided to use dice for that now. Give me just a second. Where's my good lighter? I'll be right back, okay, guys? 1 second. Okay, where is that? Where is it? Okay, well. actually have this candle, so we're going to use it. Who else is here? Hey, welcome in, King Cod. I'm about to be starting. I was kind of waiting on everybody to come in. Hey, Allie, how are you, girl? Thank you. Red is my color, kind of, because I have dark hair. I need to tighten my bandana, but I'm going to start with, I told Past 770. Hey, what's your name, by the way, Past? Like, what can I call you? Hello. Welcome in, Dan the Man. Welcome in, Dan the Man. I'm going to be reading for the fixed signs, which are Arjun. Okay. The fixed signs, which are, let me just make sure I don't mess this up, because, hold on. I know the mutable ones because I'm mutable. The fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So I'm going to be reading for the fixed signs first. Then I'm going to read for the mutable, or no, I said mutable last. Then I'm going to read for cardinal signs, which are, I don't know if you look at the thumbnail of the video, I have that picture. Let me see. 1 second. Sorry. Alright, so how many cards will I be pulling for my fixed signs? 5 cards. Okay, so we're going to do that. I'm going to use the regular tarot first, and then I'm going to clarify. Actually, I'm going to pull 1 card for the overall with my new deck for fixed signs. Then I'm going to clarify with 5 cards with my regular deck. So let me just say a quick prayer. God, Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, and higher beings of love and light only, show me what I need to know and need to see for the highest good. No evil I allowed. Return to sender with love and light. We don't play with evil energy around here. This is a light, good place only, where we try to put our best foot forward every day and make good choices. So please give us advice for each sign's best path forward, what choices they can make to get to their highest timeline. Thank you so much in advance for protecting myself and my viewers' energy. And please don't allow any negativity to come into the chat. Please keep it all happy and love and light energy. We love you so much. Thank you so much in advance for these messages. Amen. As above, so below. 1 card for my fixed signs. Holy Spirit, show me what I need to know. Let me fix you guys. Hold on. Let me go back to my... Thank you, Allie. Welcome in, Surgeman. I'm wearing, let me show you. I have it right here. I love red lipstick, but let me just show you. I'm wearing a mixture of, it's actually Maybelline matte ink, and then, don't get me talking about Makeup Girl. I still Mary Kate. And Kat Von D, I believe it is. It's a Kat Von D red. But she doesn't, I don't think she has her makeup line anymore, but I'll just show you the end of it, because it's almost out. I'm not sure if she still has her makeup. I'm gonna have to check that out, but let me just show you the end of it. It's like this. I don't know. It does. I can't even read the color on it anymore. That's how much I've used it, and it's like a year old. But yeah, I love red lipstick. I'm all about the red lipstick, so. Okay, fixed signs. What do we got? I feel like lighting an incense too. Hey, BB. I mean, not BB. BB's not in here yet. Why did I say that? Oh, yes, he is. I keep doing that today. How funny. I was going to say, hey, BB, you going to mod for me and Allie? Do y'all mind? How funny. I didn't even know you were here, and then I said that, and then there you are. That just came out of my mouth. I was going to say Allie, and I said BB. That's funny. You just, let's clear the energy before we pull the cards with the incense. That's the second time I did that in Infinity's chat. I was like, let me go find out where BB is. And then, but while I was messaging him on Instagram, he commented, like, right at the same time as me, and it ended up being before me. We were just, like, in tune. Me and BB's in tune. Okay. Small steps, fixed signs, Pathfinder, and real promise. Let's see what comes out. But I'm gonna make that running list. I didn't find my notebook right there. I guess I took it downstairs. I'm about to be I've been cleaning this room out because my daughter's gonna move up here, so I'm gonna have to find another place to do my tarot. Ooh, fixed signs. All right. Well, the one card, actually, because I said one of these, is Wish Granted. It says, the outcome may not be exactly what you want, but it's what you need. So, if you're a fixed sign, which is Aquarius, Leo, hold on, Taurus, and Scorpio, then this is for you. Wish granted. The outcome may not be exactly what you need, but it's, or what you want, but it's what you need. So maybe you have this idea of something that you think you want, but what I'm hearing is you don't really have any clue how much better you're about to be delivered something from the universe, and it's going to be better than what you even thought you wanted, okay? It's going to be what you need, and then some. That's what I'm getting. Let's see, let's clarify with 5 cards, because I rolled a 5 for my fixed signs, which, that's funny, because 5 is the number of change, and one thing that fixed signs don't like is change. So what I'm hearing is, you're going to have to be flexible, fixed signs, okay? If you want your wishes to be granted, you're going to have the strength to follow your intuition and be flexible. 5 cards for my fixed signs. Please, Holy Spirit, thank you. You were flying in the sky in your dream. That's cool. The Middle by Boy Eats World. Oh. Put some of the lyrics down there, BB. I think I know that one. But I'm getting jammed up because I'm hearing that country song in my head. I start walking your way. You start walking mine. We meet in the middle. Meet that old Georgia line. And I really don't like country, but I grew up on it, so sometimes I channel it. Maybe somebody out there likes country music. Not my fave. And I did own a pair of red boots whenever I was little, and I wore them every day. Obviously, I like red. Holy Spirit, 5 cards for my fixed signs. Thank you. Oh. Five cards, you need them to jump. Thank you. No, shoot. All the way to the floor. Victory. Well, I already said that, so wish granted, victory. Might not look like what you thought you were wanting. Ooh, the Lovers. Upright. Nice. Hold on. That one came out sideways. I'm going to take it sideways, I guess. We'll kind of see where it fits. The World. Wow. We got 3 major arcanas out on the table right now out of 5. 3 out of 5. One more. Wow. King of Swords. Okay. So, King of Swords is air energy. I'm hearing just take it upright because the rest are upright, okay? So, on the bottom we have the 3 of Wands, and on the top we have the Windfall. So, when you choose a path forward, look, the Windfall is the same thing as the Wish Granted card, right? That's like an abundance of good things, you know, your wish is coming true. And that makes sense because we have the Victory card coming out first. 6 of Wands is about, like, you know, he's on his horse, he's going around town celebrating, showing off his wreath here. And everybody gets to watch him parade around the town because he just came back from winning some sort of battle, some sort of tough time, right? So my fixed signs are coming into victory about a choice they made. The lovers, it could be a love interest. It could be a choice you made about anything, really. Work, love, friendship, family, anything. Maybe you're choosing to go towards something you love doing, but it could be a relationship, you know? And so, it takes some time. You're in the middle of the right. I guess I'll have to look that up. I know that song, but those lyrics aren't standing out. Anyway, victory with the choice you've made, right? About a decision that was important to you, something you feel passionate about, the lovers. And justice, it's something that you've deserved for a long time, right? It's something that you fought hard for. You're finally reaping your rewards. You're finally reaping your rewards. And the World card, you might be into an online business. You might start an online business also. Or this is just a whole new way of life for you. Because I feel like in the past, fixed signs, you may have struggled with not reaping what you sowed. Like, you were doing the good works, but you were still getting ished on. Let's keep it PG-ish. You were getting ished on, even though you were doing the right thing, right? But it's a new world. I'm feeling like the Wheel of Fortune isn't far off. You know what I mean? Like, the Wheel of Fortune probably comes next or something. When you take control of what you're putting out there. I'm hearing something too. I just went to the happiness card, the sun card. What you send into the lives of others comes back into your own. So if you want your wishes to be granted, make sure you're sending out good into the lives of others. And the last card you guys got was the King of Swords. And when I think of the King of Swords, I think of a king, or it could be male or female. I think of a person who knows what they want. They definitely know what they want. They've got the sword of truth in their hand. They're very clear about what they want, and they are not afraid to go charge forward towards what they want. So the advice for you is, if you want this whole new world, you have victory, you can charge towards this success. But the only thing I'm seeing, guys, is that success may not be what you thought it was. But let me just find out. Clarify about this part of the card where it says it may not be what you want, but it's what you need. Is the collective of fixed signs going to get something just that they want, or is it what they need? Like, what's up with that? Is it going to be different than what they imagine? Yeah, it is. Ace of Pentacles reverse. It's not what you invested into your thought. Your thoughts were grounded in something else, okay? So I feel like the universe is bringing you something when it's flipped up, right? It's a brand new, it's a brand new thing, and it's gonna be more rewarding than what you ever imagined. Like, it's gonna bring more into your life emotionally. It's gonna make you feel more grounded. It's gonna make you happy, and it's gonna be better than what you pictured, but it may not be what you expect. King of Wands is on the top. That's like, just be confident that you're getting something good. Don't be fixed on your. That's funny that this is the message I'm getting. Don't be fixed signs. Take a cue from your mutable signs, who kind of interchange. You know, they know that, like, they can adapt no matter what, right? Fixed signs are stubborn. They like their way or the highway. My way or the highway. Shout out to Limp Bizkit. Anyways. And My Way. I Did It My Way. The old song. I did it my way. Well, guess what? The universe is going to do it the universe is going to do it the universe's way. God's going to do it God's way. And it's going to be better than your way. Okay, guys? Receive it with the Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to get one last card for my fixed signs from this deck. I almost grabbed that one, but then I was like, nope. Holy Spirit, show me one card for my fixed signs. Needing it to jump. Got Phoenix on the bottom. And I choose love in all shapes and sizes on top. So, oh, well, I guess we're getting 3 cards. Well, I'm hearing to take it. So for my fixed signs, the first card I've got is I release all that I owe with my abundance mojo. It says, when you are cruising through the debt gremlin neighborhood, remember that you will make it out if you keep your wheels whirling. Debt and abundance can either help or hinder you depending on how you use them. Debt can kickstart abundant businesses, and abundant businesses can fold into debt. Both are extensions of your energy. To fill your life with more abundance, release your attachments to your debts. Repeat, I release all my debt, which no longer serves my growth. I allow abundance to flow into my life. That Ace of Pentacles, right? I allow abundance to flow into my life to support my growth. Put emotions and specify into your requests. This triggers your subconscious brain to make decisions that will beat down all the debt gremlin mofos and juice your money mojo. So what I'm getting to is like, you know, be clear about what you want with the universe, but also be willing to be flexible, right? And it says, it said the part, I release all my debt. It doesn't have to just be debt, like financial debt. This could be emotional debts too, is what I'm getting. Like maybe you need to forgive yourself, is what I'm hearing, for choices that you made in the past. That's how you overcome the past, is by just forgiving yourself, right? So don't get caught up in the past things. The next card you got was, I smile because I am in love. I smile because I am of love. This is a reminder that you are the vibrant, delicious, and beloved heartbeat of the world. Your unprecedented beauty and exuberant soul twinkles so bright that it lights up all 79 of Jupiter's moons. Your smile is so supercalifragilisticexpialidocious that all the planets turn into puddles, bright red blush every time you flash your icy whites. The trumpets sound, the confetti explodes, the cosmos of love blow kiss. Not only are you in love, but you are of love too. You always will be, to infinity and beyond. The universe is wet for you. That's bad. Yeah, that's what it said. And then the last card is, I am effing made for this. You were made specifically for these times, otherwise you wouldn't be here. Your mission is to help interpret the messages that Earth sends us so that we can move towards the ultimate community, peace, love, truth, and constructive creativity. We cannot do that if we deny our magic, our powers, or our miracles. Today, see if you can make peace with yourself and shift your mind away from fear and disease and into love and acceptance. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you, until you cry or laugh. You are loved, you are protected, and you are perfect just as you are. You're effing made for this. So really, for my fixed signs, the last thing I'm hearing is just like, just look in the mirror and know that you're made for your wishes being granted, okay? You're made for that. You were made for that, okay? And I have a feeling that the universe is going to surprise you. Maybe it's that the person that you're interested in comes back in a super good energy and it's better than you ever imagined. I don't know. Or it could be a whole new person, or if a new job, or your job's going to come offer you a raise, or your family, something in the dynamic will change in a better way. Whatever it is, just know that it's coming and believe it. Okay? Thank you so much, Adon. It's okay. So, you know, tomato. Okay, so now we're going on to, please hit the like button, guys, on your way in. I see 11 in the chat and 2, or wait, no, I see 2 in the chat and 11 likes. Well, that's different. Usually it's backwards. Okay, I got 5 people now. That's fine. So we're going from the fixed signs into the cardinal signs. And for cardinal signs, I will be pulling how many tarot cards? 5 again. All right. That's funny. I should go to the casino and bet hard tens. Just kidding. I rolled 2 5s. Anyway, let's get one card for the overall energy for my cardinal signs. Holy Spirit. one card for my cardinal signs, which are, let me see. I always forget this. Like I said, I only know the mutable. I think it's, I want to say it's like Aries. Yeah, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Show me one card with my new deck. Holy Spirit, thank you. For my cardinal signs, Aries, Capricorn, Libra, and Cancer. One card needing it to jump. Thank you. So, for my cardinal signs, I've got slow climb. You're getting there one steady step at a time with a little bit of effort. That's funny because cardinal signs are known as the initiators. They're natural leaders, and it says, let me see, hold on. It says they are dynamic, ambitious, and thrive on taking action rather than maintaining or finishing tasks. The term cardinal comes from the Latin word cardinals, meaning pivotal, reflecting their role in starting new cycles and setting things in motion. Each cardinal sign corresponds to one of the 4 elements, giving them distinct approaches to leadership. So my cardinal signs are my leaders. Wow. Okay. So lead by example with your slow climb. It says you are getting there one steady step at a time with a little bit of effort. So you're not having to try too hard. I'm hearing work smart, not hard. Maybe that's the motto that my cardinal signs like to go by. Work smart, not hard. You know, on the bottom we've got hurtful events, that's not fun, and desert of isolation. So maybe you're coming out of, maybe my Cancers, my Libras, my Aries, and my Capricorns have recently come out of a really rough time or something like that, where you kind of felt like nobody understood you. I'm not too sure, but we'll get into it. Let me clarify with 5 cards. So, one moment. Let me get back up here. Not yet. I will do that. I will let you know so you can, I'm going to make sure you respond back to me before I pull your cards, because I'll have you be here. I'm working on the second group, which is my cardinal signs, okay? So 5 cards, I guess, for the cardinal signs with clarifying slow climb, needing them to jump. Oh. Wow. Oof. Okay. Ooh, what have y'all been going through, cardinal signs? Ooh. Okay. Well, I know one thing. You're about to have some options, cardinal signs. You had a slow climb. I feel like maybe you're here to hear about love, right? Or maybe, you know, or a job. I feel like it's either your business or your love situation. I really feel that's probably why y'all are here. You're coming out of hermit mode because the hermit's in reverse. This is like the opposite of staying home. So you've been kind of coming out of your shell more, definitely for Cancer. Maybe you've been stepping out a little bit more, being a little bit more busy, or outside at least, or maybe just not caught up in your head. There's some toxic energy that had you caught up in your head before. But what I'm getting is, because the hermit's in reverse, you're coming out of being caught up. And I've got the hangman. So I've got Cancer, Pisces sign, and then I've got the devil, Capricorn energy, Aquarius energy, as well as more water energy on the last card here. But regardless, what I'm getting at is that you're not caught in your head anymore, because the hermit's coming out of something, right? And the hangman is also in reverse. That means you're not caught up in your head anymore. You have a new way of thinking, and you're moving past this devil energy. The devil could be something toxic. Could be a person, place, thing that you knew wasn't good for you, but you had a hard time giving up. I'm hearing that it took a while for you with the slow climb. It took a while for you to climb out of that rut that you were in, whether it was letting go of that thing, letting go of that person, or just getting over the damage that they caused you. But what you're coming into is a place where you don't get rejected. Four of Cups reverse. You don't get rejected. You get people who, you know, wished upon a star for you with the star card. So, you know, I feel like you're headed in the right direction, but it's been a slow climb. Give yourself some grace, cardinal signs. You know, you're used to being in control of everything, but one thing you can't control is the people you love, right? There's free will. You might be able to control things at your job, control things, you know, in your home environment, but at the end of the day, everybody has their own free will. So sometimes you just got to take your thumb off of that, like need to make things happen in your timing, right? Sometimes things just take time. I'm hearing that all good things take time. Saying, I don't know. But let me just see if I get anything else before I get I'm going to use my other deck for y'all. My spiritual AF deck. Wet my whistle or something? Oh, there's my drink. Okay, I was like, where'd it go? Okay. Yeah, it has been a slow climb for you guys. It says the secret to being a good human is learning not to take your ish out on others. Learning to STFU. We all know what that means, right? If you don't know, somebody drop it in the comments. Learning to STFU is like a life-changing skill. There's a time and a place to express your feelings, but that is usually after you've taken some deep breaths. Maybe like a million of them. Once you figured out what the difference is between your ish, their ish, and just ish, period, that had happened, not every emotion deserves an action. Sometimes you just gotta feel stuff. Take note and let it move through you. If you're speaking when agitated or afraid, you're usually taking your ish out on others. Harming someone else will never make you feel better. It just effing won't. So, you know, I don't know if that's something that you were doing or if somebody was doing that to you, but either way, that's what you're coming out of. Now, right now in the now, you're being the change that you wish to see in this bish. It says, hey, you, yeah, you. Be the one who sees what's wrong in the world and who knows the difference between being an activist and being a whiny ass complainer. The difference between the two is ACTION, action. You want the world to be more kind, question mark, kind the fuck out of some people in your life. Hate litter bugs, pick up some trash. Can't stand judgmental blowhards, quit judging them for being so judgmental. It really kind of is that simple. You know, I don't know. Sometimes the best thing, I kind of feel bad because yesterday, I've kind of been speaking up to people who are talking crap to me online. And I think it never makes me feel better when I do. I kind of feel bad because I should just ignore it. I should just ignore it. Sometimes people need to be told, but for the most part, general rule of thumb, just ignore it, okay? Cardinal signs. If people are being rude to you, ignore them. This card is the last card I got for you guys, and then I'm going to go into mutable signs, but it says, in order to love who you are, you can't hate the experiences that shaped you, okay? It says, anything truly cool about you was created from the life you've lived. Remember that when you start to wind down the same shame spiral. No time is wasted. No love is wasted. No tears are wasted. No breath is wasted. You being you is important, and every single thing that made you you is of value. Tell shame to suck it. I said what I said. So it's a slow climb, but every step that you took, oh gosh, here we go with the songs. Every step you take, every move you make, Every step you took, God was watching you, and he was watching you be molded into the person that you were meant to be. And that person that you're meant to be will not feel rejected anymore, okay? I feel like God's about to hand you a cup of something that is worth all the effort you've ever made in your life, okay? Every bit of effort that you've ever made in your life to do good is about to be raining down on you. So that's for my cardinal signs. So let me just get a quick... Am I still here? Can you hear me? Or do I need to refresh? Because I got a phone call, which messes up my sound sometimes. Can you hear me? Give me like some thumbs up if you can hear me. Good job. Hey, Orion, welcome in. Okay, am I still here, guys? Can you hear me? If not, I'm going to leave and come right back. Let me just say this. You can hear me? Okay, good. Okay. All right, cool. Usually when my phone rings, it messes up my audio. I don't know why. So now we're going to get into mutable. My beautiful mutable signs. My friend Megan says that. I love her. She goes, beautiful, beautiful energy. I love that. So mutable signs are Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Virgo. So if you are any one of those signs, then this is for you. Mutable signs, they are interchangeable, like with energy. They can go into any room and find somebody to get along with. They go with the flow. They are the epitome of the word change. You know, they don't mind change. Change doesn't bother them. They can also change their mind quickly, like as far as like, maybe they always thought that the sky was blue, but somebody convinced them that it was purple. So now they think maybe the sky's purple. You know what I mean? Like, they could go back and forth. They can also be fickle, which is different, but that's just a lot about mutable signs. They're like, I love you until I don't, until you give me a reason not to. Mutable signs, what do we have? One card for the overall energy of my mutable signs. Wow. Ooh, I love that. That's what we need, mutable signs. Okay, clear mind. It's the overall energy. It says, sweep away any doubts that you have and know that you are right. Well, that's my favorite thing in the world. Not really. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little competitive. I'd like to win games, that is. Like board games and like card games. Like cornhole. I love to win at those things. Not in like serious stuff. I'm not like mean, but silly, like in a fun way. I'm competitive. I don't cry when I lose, but I might accuse you of cheating a little. Just kidding. I'm the first one to catch the ones that are cheating in a card game, so don't ever. I'm really observant. Anyhow. Oh, we forgot to roll the dice for my mutable signs. It'd be funny if it's 5 again. 3. All right. 3 cards for my mutable signs. Ooh. Oh, man. It's way too many, but it's okay. I'm going to take it. I think it's 2. If it's 2, I'm taking it. If it's 3, I'm not. Yep, it's 2. All right, mutable signs. You've been working on something, okay? You started out kind of in a Page of Cups energy in the past. In the past, you were overgiving of yourself. You were kind of crazy, not in a bad way, but like kind of like crazy with your heart. You were giving it to anybody, is what I'm hearing. Here lately, you got focused on working on things because you wanted a better future, right? So you were busy working, Eight of Pentacles, working, keeping your head down, like putting your energy into things that would be there forever, not just like helping, helping Sally, paint her garage, or helping Joe Blow across the street, mow his yard for free, just doing all this for everybody else. You started working on yourself. And whenever you realized that you were worth putting time into yourself, like it was okay to do things for yourself, God came in with the Judgment card, and he saw that it was good. Like I'm hearing about that, like, verse in the Bible in Genesis, when he was making the earth. He saw that it was good, and so he moved on. So, like, he saw that what you were doing is finally working on yourself instead of giving your energy away to everybody else. Mutable signs. You were overexpending yourself, I hear. Your energy was overexpended. But now it's not. It's you're equally investing into yourself what you invest into others, if not focusing more on your God-given tasks, because that's clear. Judgment is by the Eight of Coins. So the things that he put in your heart, you've been working on them, and guess where it's taking you? To calm, clear waters. And that just clarifies, this card right here, the overall energy of where we're going is clear mind, and swords represent the mind, your thoughts, and it goes from rough waters to calm waters. So I feel like this is the perfect card, like, to end up with, to show you that we're in tune here. So for mutable signs, clear-mindedness is like it's hard to come by, because we can see two sides to every story, right? We could see, one way, but then we could also kind of see it the other way too. So having a clear mind is going to be a gift for you guys, So thank God for that. It's going to help you drop your burdens with the Nine of Wands on bottom. And it doesn't look like you're going to have to do too much with the Knight of Swords in reverse on top, but it's coming to you. I'm going to clarify with one card from this deck and one random card from that deck. So one card here. I haven't looked at them yet. And one card here from the last deck. Okay. Let's see what we got. It says, thou shalt not judge, because thou hast effed up before too. When you see yourself thinking of someone a real a-hole, take a moment and contemplate all the times you've done exactly what they're doing. Maybe it was a different flavor of a-holeness, but it was still a-holy. Check yourself. People will like you more. Most importantly, you'll like you more too. I'm exploding with life beyond ever before and glowing with eagerness for more. And there's a dart on the back. Maybe you like to play darts. Mutable signs. People often misperceive a disconnection from normal societal activities as running, hiding, or betraying your family, friends, or community. Okay, let's reread that. I read the word wrong. People often misperceive a disconnection from normal societal activities as running, hiding, and betraying your family. Okay, so this is what we're talking about. I had to understand that for a second. So when you don't go out and about much, people judge you. They're like, why are they hiding at home? Oh my God, what's wrong with them? What is going on with them? Why are they being antisocial? They're doing this, they're doing that. They make up all kinds of stuff. That's what I'm getting. I don't know yet. Let's see where we're going. It says, yo, that is pure donkey dung. Amen. Thank you. I thought I was about to get told something about that. It says, when you disconnect, you trade belligerent nights out for sexy knowledge hunts and intimate gatherings. Living for others for living for yourself. Chasing money for attaining purpose. Mindless dribble for passion explosions. Busyness for intention. And soul extortion for soul unification. This is my favorite card ever. I've never got it. You are exploding with life beyond ever before and glowing with eagerness for more. Wow. If you want to screenshot that, and if you love that as much as I do, there you go. Because, I'm a mutable sign, Pisces, and, man, I love that. Like, people often think that we're staying at home and doing whatever we're doing, or that we prefer that. Maybe we don't stay at home, maybe we go out, but maybe we're sitting there and we'd rather be at home. And people will misperceive that. They'll think that you're being antisocial, and you love them. You might love them, and you think they're amazing, but, so there's advice in that too. Make time for yourself and make time for the people you love. And don't make them feel like you're always trying to run away from them. When you do go be with them, be present with them. But don't feel guilty for the times you want to be at home, connecting with your purpose, being busy with your, intentions, and unifying with other souls instead of extorting. Reindeer games, fighting with people, and is a waste of time. If people come and they want to be drama, they want to yell at me, they want to cut me down, or anything, I'm going to run as far away as possible. I probably won't call you very often. You come bring me drama and you make me feel bad, I promise you I will probably not seek you out very often. It doesn't mean I don't love you, but I'm going to avoid you like the plague, probably. So, yeah, I'm not going to lie. I feel like that you shouldn't feel bad if that's how you are too. If you're avoiding people because they don't bring any value to your life, that's okay. If they come and they just make you feel bad every time you leave being around them, or they make you feel like your energy is drained, then take that as a sign that they're not ready to be in your life and they need to go do some healing and come back when they are. So I don't know who needed to hear that, but I'm taking questions now. Yes, he does. Jesus does love me. I know that for sure. He's my homeboy. He's sitting here right next to me, looking at me. I have a painting of Jesus right there. So, anyways, that will conclude my readings for all the modalities for the astrological groupings of mutable, cardinal, and fixed signs. So rewind if you missed anything, and I'll say it one more time. Mutable is Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, Virgo. Fixed is Leo. Oh gosh, here we go again. Let's do cardinal next. Cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. And then the fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Let me tell you a little bit about the fixed. I didn't say much about them anyways, really quick. Let me just say that fixed signs, it says, represent the peak energy of each season. They are considered the stabilizers of the zodiac. Unlike cardinal signs, which initiate action, or mutable signs, which adapt to change, fixed signs focus on maintaining order, routines, and stability. They are reliable, consistent, and often seen as the doers who bring ideas and plans to completion. So we all benefit from our fixed signs. Thank you very much for Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius helping bring all of us others' ideas into fruition, if you do that. So let me catch up with the chats. There we are. Well, okay, here's the thing, Eduardo. I appreciate where you're coming from, and I used to be where you are today, thinking that I was doing something wrong, or thinking that this would be wrong, but I nearly died when I had my daughter. Well, I did die for a second, I guess. I was headed to heaven, and this is my divine mission, and you don't have to understand that, or you can believe me, but I didn't want to do this, but here I am, and there's a whole backstory to it. But I love you. God bless you. Have a nice day. Let's just leave it at that. And if you want to know more about my story, then you can email me. Here's my email. But I am not a bad person, and I love Jesus, so. Maybe I'll make a whole video that I can direct people to in the future. Not afraid to talk about it. Not everybody else here has probably heard it a million times, so. Welcome, Jenny. Welcome in. So I have one question. Is Pass is still here, right? Pass 70, and you said your name was. I have to go back up and look at it. Well, you didn't say your question yet, but your name is. Arjun. Arjun, what is your exact question? Arden, I'll ask in just a second. Haven't we asked about Mary before, though? And it's fine, we can ask again, but I thought we asked about her before. And that it was just take things slow one day at a time kind of thing. Adon? Why this happens to you with the girl. Let's just get advice for you for love. How about that? Please give me advice for Arjun for his love life. What does he need to know? Holy Spirit. Angels and ancestors. About the dreams. So do you want to know about the dreams you're having, or do you want to know about your love life? Okay, about the dreams. Okay. What is this about his dreams, please? Tap this deck in. BB, I hope you're feeling better today. If you're here. And why is the dark red guy there? Okay. What's up with Arjun's dreams? Holy Spirit. Not wanting to shuffle. That's weird. Let's try this again. What's up with Arjun's dreams? Something feels really heavy about it. I'm going to take these, put them back in, but just so if they come out again, you can kind of see the imagery on it. Arjun, okay? Because I need one more, because I got the number 3 when I rolled the dice for you. So one more card, Holy Spirit, about this dream with the red guy. Oh, trying to give me 2 now. Putting these back. I said one more, and I got 2. Okay, there it is. Okay. It says, create a new identity, embrace change, and rediscover yourself, crafting a narrative aligned with your true essence. So these dreams, see how there's a black figure, like the half of the face is black and half is white. So the black shadow is the dark side of your dreams, and the dark red guy might be a different, I mean, is the dark red guy scary? It could just be that, like, that's what you're passionate about, and then you got your fear and passion. I'm seeing it as black as fear and red as passion. I got you, Ali. I'll get you next for sure. Ooh, that last part scared me. They're both scary. Okay, so inner vision. Cut through the fog of confusion with your power of discernment. I feel like you have a very strong discernment. I feel like you've been through probably 2 really dark times in your life, maybe, or 2 different situations that were both really rough or something, and you're supposed to let them go. It says small steps, the small wins, the small triumphs, the everyday victories. Celebrate them, and that will take you there. So what I'm getting is, every time you don't dream about them, wake up and be grateful to God that you didn't dream about those figures. Now, when you do, just take control of your mind, take control of your emotions. Don't let it scare you. the biggest trick of the devil is using fear as an illusion, right? So every day that you don't dream of it, it's like, be grateful for that. For each day is a small victory. You didn't do that. And the more grateful you are for the days that you don't have those dreams, the less often you'll have them. Does that make sense? I feel like you have a very good intuition, right? You've had a rough road, right, in the past. And right now doors are opening for you. And you know what? The devil hates when doors open for people that he thought that he had them stuck in fear. He can't stand that. So that's when he shows up in your dreams. Don't let it scare you. That's the biggest advice I have for you. Don't let it scare you. I've been there. I let it scare me at first. When I stopped letting it scare me, it went away. All of it went away. I haven't had that dream. I was having a recurring dream every single time I'd go to sleep. And it was like exhausting because I'd wake up sometimes 5 times in a night, same nightmare. And then it slowed down to where it was like once a night, you know, and then it was like once every other night. And then eventually they were totally gone. But I had to learn to look it in the eye and tell it, bleep off, you know, you don't scare me. Like, God's got me. So just remember that, okay? Watch it get better, for real. I hope that's helpful. I don't even think I need to clarify that. Like, those were pretty much... You're meant to be happy. You're meant to have 10 of Cups, happiness. Sometimes she looks mad. Okay. So, Adon, I'm going to get one card for you, and then I'm going to answer Allie after that. Let me get one card about Mary is happy with you or mad with you. What is Mary's deal? I hope that was helpful, though, John. Okay, good deal. Thank you for your time. Mary, is she happy or mad with Adon? Quiet moments. Let's see. It says, ride the current. It says, flow with the rhythm and release resistance. Answers unfold in the dance of transition. That's telling me it all depends on how you handle it, Adon. Really, it's going to be you showing her that you're nice, whether she's happy or mad. Be consistent with who you are and be slow and don't rush her. Show up every day. Give her a kind smile. Let her kind of take the lead of how often you talk. Just always be open to talking to her. I don't think she hates you. I think that she's got a lot of issues from her past. And she's very dual-natured. She's very up and down because of things she's been through. And she just needs you to be patient. And it doesn't mean she doesn't like you. But there's something about her personality that's very up and down. Now I'm going to take some time for Allie. Let's do this deck first. I'm going to shuffle. Give me 1 second, actually. I'm going to get a drink after this show. You're welcome. Just be patient with her. If you really, really like her, Dawn, be patient with her. Because I feel like she just is still doing that healing journey, you know. There's something about you not being in a rush with that. With love, on no matter who it is. Hey, Tracy. Yes, I will. After I get done with Allie, I will check for you. Okay. Allie, let me reread your... Should you be concerned with your ex or if your life can be in danger? Are you still here, Allie? I'm going to grab another deck. 1 second. Allie is one of my moderators here, and she has been very loyal to the channel. I'm going to pull a few cards for her. Okay, guys. And so is Adon. Adon's been very loyal too, but I feel like Adon's going to be quite surprised because I think he's going to meet somebody that makes him forget about Mary from work. Seriously. But he didn't ask me that. He asked about Mary, so. Do I have the guidebook? Let me see. Oh, no. Oh, man. So I guess it's not meant to be you that I use this deck for you. I'll just read it how I would if it was a regular tarot, but... Aw, that's a bummer. I like that guidebook. My guidebook's not in my box. It's interesting. Well, I'm about to go through this whole room, and I have a shelf of cards over there, and then I have a few drawers that have cards in them. So I'm sure I'll find it. I probably was in a hurry putting it up one day. This is for Ali. What should she know about her love life? Is this person, regarding her ex, is this person dangerous? God, show me. Does this guy have power of some kind? You're protected. Allie, does he have some sort of power? Yes. Stand in your confidence. Don't let his power intimidate you. He's a cop in town. Okay. Well known, yeah. You have fortune on your side. Let's just see, though. Oh, I'm going to get... Let me see. 4 cards for you. 8 of Wands. Incoming messages. Illusion. He might... Okay, so this may be recent past. In the recent past, he sent you some text messages that caused you to have fear, right? It created some kind of illusion for you of fear, is what I'm getting. I don't know if the name Ivan means anything to you, but it says Ivan on the top of that card. Or the letters I-V-A-N or O-D-E and T. He was following you, okay. While he was at work on duty, right? He was following you? Like in his unit? He pulled you over? You serious? What a loser. You're the Queen of Pentacles, though. You're protected. You're gonna be just fine. What I'm hearing is that, like, he can try as hard as he wants to scare you, but you're gonna get a new love coming in soon, and they're gonna have in his unmarked car. Wow, that's just messed up. And I understand how that feels, and maybe we could talk in a private chat later about how I can relate to your situation from the past. So he's about to fall from grace. You're protected, and I got grace in reverse. He could lose his job. You might, let me just clarify this. Yeah, he's not going to be able to sneak around and follow you no more. Seven of Swords in reverse. Actually, that's 7 of Wands, but that's either way, that's still a sneaky, tricky energy, right? He's about his whole, like, vision of how he has you and how you're going to be together. His whole illusion about that is about to come crashing down around him. I'm not going to go into too much of how it's going to come crashing down, but he could lose his job, and you maybe need to go report this. Do you have a sheriff's department where you are? Is he with, like, the city police or, like, the sheriff's department, or are they both tied together? Let me see if I can get some oracle on this one for Allie. And whatever you don't believe a word that he says. Web of connection. Recent past. It's talking about, like, okay, so he has this web of connection before, right? But now you're weaving your connections through, you're weaving your connections thoughtfully, creating a supportive web that uplifts your personal and professional journeys. So you're kind of like coming, while he's using his webs of connection to like essentially assault you or whatever, you're going to be using yours to outgrow the situation. Flames of passion, yeah. He let the flames of your passion, look at the car, it's on fire. See that car that he was, unmarked car he was chasing you in? It's about to be a thing of the past. It says, let the flames of your passion light your way, but be mindful of the fires they may ignite in your journey. So, like, for him, he's needing to be mindful that he's setting his own self on fire by doing this to you, because you're a chosen one. And listen to the soul whispers, Allie. God's guiding you every day, and you're getting fast progress with this situation. I'm going to get advice in a minute with tarot, but hold on. One more. Dang it, jump. Let's get advice here. 2 cards of advice. Oh, there they are. Nope, there's 3, but... I'm going to go ahead and keep them because I asked for 2, but this is going to be a side note. These ones were upside down. They were right like this on the floor. Metamorphosis Mirage. Embrace the tender transition between past forms and future possibilities as illuminated by the transformative butterfly. So that's just telling me that, and fast progress is still on bottom. The situation's about to change. It's going to be good for you. Spiritual retreat. Seek solitude to reconnect with your inner wisdom and emerge rejuvenated. So, you know, maybe there's something about you going and doing something like, I don't know, maybe you'll meet somebody. Maybe look into some kind of like spiritual retreats in your area, even if it's a day workshop or something like that. You might meet somebody there. There's going to be a lot of balloons, and that might be a sign. It might be somewhere with water. But there's going to be a diverse group of people at this retreat. And I feel like you should go there because not only that, but I feel like you're going to make a connection with somebody else, too, that will make you feel so safe. Whether it's a friend or a romantic connection, they're going to have some kind of connection that's going to help you with this situation. It might be time to get some other people involved and report him. Restraining order, yeah. He works close with the sheriff. So then you're going to bypass both of those, and you're going to go to the state police. I heard that very clearly. State police. They're above both of them. Make miracles is the last like sidebar card that you got, and it says stay open-minded and receptive to the magic unfolding in your life. So maybe you need to get out of town, because I feel like a very stifled energy, Allie, for you when you don't even feel comfortable anywhere you go. You don't go to the store and feel comfortable. You don't go home and feel comfortable. You're always looking over your shoulder, and that's exhausting. Like, you need to make a trip, and take somebody with you or whatever. Go to a retreat or go somewhere that makes you feel peaceful, whether it's a spiritual retreat or not. Just go somewhere where you can meditate. Wherever you choose to go, wherever you feel guided to go, you're going to make some kind of connection there. And it's going to be kind of a miraculous connection, right? Even if it's just a day trip, if you don't have the funds to do that, like, then it could just be going a couple hours away and going up into, doing a couple things in a town close to you, or could be a weekend getaway, whatever you can afford to do, whatever you feel guided to do. Go and get your mind off of feeling that need to look over your shoulder. And when you leave town, maybe go park your car at your mom's, have somebody pick you up at a block away, take, whatever. Figure out how they can go pick up your suitcase. Don't let him follow you out of town. Like, be smart about how you get out of town. You need a time off where you're not constantly looking over your shoulder, Allie. I feel like, is that what you do? Do you constantly look over your shoulder for him? Because that's no way to be able to get clarity, you know? Yeah. Let me know how it goes. Even if you go visit somebody in a different town and you just need a tank of gas, like, and you go stay with somebody for the weekend, try to do that, like, tomorrow. Can you do that? Do you have any ideas of how you could make that happen? Do you have any friends in nearby cities or family or any ideas? Yeah, see, that's not cool. That's really unfair. And okay, well, make some plans, and then you have my email, right? It's up there in the chat. I should have pinned it. Email me, and I'll do a reading too for you while you're like over the phone, or I don't know if you could tap your phone or whatever, but I feel like he's a super stalker. I'm getting super stalker energy, like super duper. Yeah, he's dangerous. Yes, he's dangerous. You've got to do something. The feeling I'm getting. Ugh, I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Not one bit. Not even one little tiny bit. Praying. Okay, no weapons formed against Allie shall ever prosper. In the name of the Most High God. Amen. As above, so below. You're going to be protected. I know that. I got that immediately, but I don't like him. I'm feeling hot and sweaty right now. I'm feeling really yuck. He's not good. Yeah. You've got to figure out. We've got to figure out what you're going to do to get justice here. Like, I know God will bring it, but I mean, I just want you to be extra observant, of course. Like, don't be paranoid, but look online how you can make, you know, maybe do some Google searches, and maybe I will too. Google how you can protect yourself in these kinds of situations. Ask ChatGPT. No joke. Tell ChatGPT. I know it sounds silly and a lot of people hate it, but just trust me on this. Ask ChatGPT what you can do in this situation too, as well, like for legal purposes, legality wise. State police, maybe call them today, like right now, a minute, and tell them what's going on. And tell them that they can't reach out to local law enforcement, or they'll tell him and he'll come hurt you or something, you know. Let them know how serious you are. Like, don't like downplay it at all. Tell them how dead serious you are, that you hesitated calling them, but you really need help, and you can't just up and move and run away, but that this guy is seriously stalking you and scaring you to death, and that you just need some help. Okay, and email me, and I'll give you my phone number. That way, if you ever need anything, you can have me on speed dial, and you can give me information. I'll call the police on him immediately, or whatever. Not police. I'll call. If you ever have an emergent situation, at least somebody knows what's going on. Yeah, well, state police is like a state thing, so I'm hoping that they'll be more helpful. But his energy just made me super duper hot. I think that was my last question, right? Do I have one more? Oh yeah, the work question for Tracy. Was it Tracy? McClintock or something like that. Wait to see. Tracy Huxtable. Yeah, Tracy Huxtable. Can you tell? Are you still here, Tracy? Because you're gonna be my last question. Because that guy that Allie's got to deal with, that jerk, his energy just like made me hot. I'm gonna have to go get some air. Okay, if Tracy's here, okay. So it was, are you going to get a new job? Right, Tracy? But I love you, Allie. Thank you, and I hope that was helpful. New job. The new job for Tracy. hold on 1 second, guys. Let me just get a drink. And okay, let me just read what the question was then. I don't remember exactly how you worded it. Okay, will you be going back to work soon? That was your question. All right, give me just a second. Poor Ale. I don't like that guy. Ali, I have a lot of things I could tell you we have in common, girl. It can get better, but we'll just have to talk about that. People that live here know about my channel, and I don't feel comfortable talking about that on here. Tracy, will she get back to work soon? For Tracy Huxtable. Holy Spirit, how many cards am I pulling with tarot? 2. So I'm going to pull 1 Oracle card and 2 tarot cards for you, Tracy. Holy Spirit, show me for Tracy. Do you want to go back to work? I think you do, right? Yes, okay. 1 card. So I'm getting, it came out, oh, wow. Well, I've got Saving Grace, and I asked for 1 card, but I guess I'm taking 2. Saving Grace, forgiving yourself and others heals the wound and sets you free. But it came out sideways, and I wasn't sure whether I should take it sideways, which that would be a balance of like either one of these. Release burdens, embrace clarity, and let go of what no longer serves you, allowing new insights to guide your path. I'm feeling a new job that you should apply. I'm going to put those back in and just see if they come out again. But I'm feeling like you're supposed to go and put your, like, get on Indeed and put your resume on there or whatever, however you do it. And maybe you just put some fillers out for a different, like, company than you had in mind. I've got the card that came out is Getting Better. Growth is a journey, not a destination. Welcome improvements, 1 step at a time. And then I've got Web of Connections, so maybe this job will come from somebody you know, like maybe you'll know somebody you work with, or they'll help you get the job. But maybe just put some feelers out with your resume, and either you'll get offered either the place that you have in mind will offer you more money, or you'll find a different job that's going to make you happier. You're self-employed. Well, then that's the thing. I feel like you need to put your business out to other areas then that's the thing. You need to put your how do you word this? Be your own sales rep, sort of. Like, put your cards out at more places. Maybe expand your okay, so like for instance, like maybe go talk to Adult Protective Services, okay? I mean, what kind of home care do you do? Is it like home health and hospice type stuff? Or do you do like, are you a nurse? Are you just a client service agent? Either way, there's something that you can do. Like, you can go down to APS, Adult Protective Services, and you can give them your card. They're always looking for client service agents to go in and like cook and clean and do these things for people who are incontinent and can't take care of themselves. And they really need the help, and it's a very rewarding job. That's one of my favorite jobs I've ever had, was when I in the office, but I worked for APS and I sent out the client service agents to homes, and I got to go assess the the clients and see what we would go and see what kind of screen them for what kind of services they need. And so, are you like a CNA then? Because we have a place called in Carlsbad, it was called Golden Services, and they had CNAs that would go take care of people, and then we had APS in the back of the building, and APS would send out client service agents, which is not exactly a nurse. I'm just feeling like you need to go talk to somebody with the State Department for some reason, or maybe something will come of that, like Adult Protective Services, I'm hearing, or they'll guide you to somewhere that's going to be very profitable for you. I don't know why. I haven't thought of that place in a long time, but they have connections with the home health and hospice. Or go to home health aid. Okay, so like also I'm hearing there are elderly, like old folk, I hate to call them this, old folks homes and stuff, and some of their services that they provide are like they're like a smaller setting, and they need nurses that are CNAs to come in and care for people in bereavement, like the end of life care. And I feel like that might be part of it too. So either look into something with APS, Adult Protective Services, or an end of life care program. And I feel like, yeah, you're self-employed. You can go and talk to them about how that could be worked out. But maybe there are people that you go and take care of in their home as they're passing away. They also have facilities where there's like 20 people in one facility, and you go in and you take care of them, and maybe they'll give you a contract. So, just be open to something new is what I'm getting. But yes, work is coming for you, but you have to be proactive about it. Don't just sit and wait for them to call you. Go out and see what you can find. And be creative. But I'm hearing something strongly about Adult Protective Services and end-of-life care, like hospice stuff. So I hope that's helpful. I don't know if that's what you want to hear, but that's what I'm hearing, and so I have to be truthful about what I hear. So I also saw something too, one last thing is an idea, and I don't know what this would be, but like children who have like handicaps and stuff like that could also be another one that you could look into. Just see what you can find. I don't know where you live or but look in those 3 areas. Either, and it's going to be very rewarding to you in more ways than you know. That wherever you end up, one of those 3 things I feel very strongly is where I feel you have options. But start with APS and start with the end of life care places. Like we have a place called the Beehive here where I live, and it's like my grandma passed away there. She was very ill, and it was really hard for anybody to take care of her at the end. And so the last time I saw her, I got to go till they kicked me out, lay in bed with her in this facility, and there was about 20 other women in the facility, or I think it was all women. And I played the piano. They had a middle room, and then there was all these rooms around the middle room where they would sit and watch TV, or like I went in and played piano for her. And I need to go see my Aunt Wanda there today, actually. She's my grandma's sister's there now. So I hope that's helpful, and let me know. Please come back and let me know how it goes if you get a job, okay? Because I feel very certain about one of those 3 things, and something about the kids. It might be an option for you too. Kids with handicaps. So anyways, I love you guys so much. Come back and see me. Make good choices. Return with honor. If you can't be good at it. I'll see y'all next time. I love you guys. Be blessed. Peace. I always try to use my mouse on my phone when I have it sitting on my computer. Silly. Okay, bye guys.